0 to 60 can define a performance car, but it's the fastest 60 to 0 that's the aim of Terox brakes. From road cars to race cars, circuits, special stages, or the autostrada, nothing reduces speed like Terox brakes. Italy gave the world the art of Da Vinci and Michelangelo. Terox has given drivers the art of stopping. For more information and to acquire your own masterpiece, visit terox.co.uk. Yes, it's me, Mike Stone, and this is the Backseat Driver Podcast. It's the fastest, it's the friendliest, and it's for all the family. The Gas Shocks 116 Trophy and 120 Coupe Cup are the fastest growing race series in the UK, taking in 6 one-hour races and 8 sprints at all the top circuits. Visit 116trophy.com to find out more and get yourself behind the wheel. From a pot of tea to TT motorbikes. From a classic English breakfast to a full serving of classic cars. Bridge House Tea Rooms is the Northwest premier classic car meeting location for cars, bikes, tractors and owners clubs. So no matter what your automotive appetite might be, visit Bridge House Farm Tea Rooms on their Facebook page or call John and Alicia on 07980 444 221 for show details and to reserve your own table and parking space. Weeks ago at an event, a classic car event or interesting car event, I encountered an Audi A4 that was a pinky red colour with big white logos and stripes down its side, grease lighting, an engine air intake made from an old dustbin, and a plywood spoiler on the back. Not exactly standard fare, but today's guests on the Backseat Driver will explain why. And it's David and Sandra Williams, who enjoy driving unusual cars long distances to raise money for charity. David and Sandra, welcome to the Backseat Driver.
Hi.
Good morning. Hello, everybody.
How did all this come about? I mean, because besides the Audi, which decided to give up the ghost somewhere down in Spain, you have a ratted Jaguar XJ and a variety of other interesting cars knocking about the place. How did all this come about?
Probably a lapse in concentration at some point, because I do like my Jaguars. I like standard ones.
Yeah.
But I saw an event advertised for raising money for charity. The event's called Screwball Rally, where you had to get a cheap car, drive it around Europe in costume, whilst raising monies for charity.
Yeah. So
Sandra had actually expressed an interest in that. She thought it'd be really nice to do this.
She did it.
But apparently I got that wrong, so I literally booked on the event, and then Sandra phoned me up, calling me silly names, probably a polite version. And yeah, she didn't fancy camping whilst driving around Europe while dressed up. But that's what we did.
Yeah.
That's what we did. So,
but you've been doing it ever since, haven't you?
Yes, we've done probably about 10 rallies to date around mainland Europe. We've raised probably in the region of £25,000 for 2 really popular charities.
Which are the charities you tend to do it for?
Macmillan Cancer Support.
Yeah.
But this year, for the first time, we did it for Pancreatic Cancer UK.
Yeah.
As a request of somebody that wanted us to do that. So this year to date, we've raised £3,000.
Right. And I conclude you've no problems getting people to sponsor you because of, I mean, they won't be funny. At the end of the day, they're serious, but they're not serious events, aren't they?
No, the fun, the cars, the way that we do them up, the way we dress while we're doing them, it makes people smile. Other people that take part in the event, they're just there to have a nice time. It's a very good social life, really.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the people we meet throughout the year.
Yeah.
We also have some serious cars, which are standard. But the eye-catching ones or ones that people want to talk about are the likes of the Audi, which we did as a Grease Lightning theme, well, dressed as Danny and Sandy, as you do. And so companies generally will put their hands in the pocket and sponsor us a few pounds towards it.
Yeah.
Individuals will donate money. Sandra organises quite a few events as well, which you can tell people.
Yeah, no, organise fun days, family fun days. Always have a raffle on the bar at the local club.
Yeah.
People buy raffle tickets. But I have made the decision that after 10 years, this next year, I am not asking people to put their hands in their pockets. It's just you're feeding off the same people, and while they're generous.
There again, look.
Yeah. So I've told everybody, once the pancreatic cancer one's closed, I'm not raising money for 12 months, and they all breathe a sigh of relief.
Yeah. Now, the car you use in the main is the Jaguar XJ, isn't it? Which is sat outside and not being funny to look at. It looks like it's on its last legs, but it isn't, is it?
No, it's a ratted Jaguar XJR. It looks rusty, but it's actually a painted on effect. A lot of the parts on it have been borrowed, shall we say, from other vehicles.
Yeah.
And bought at a minimal amount of cost to ourselves to give it probably a Mad Max sort of theme. In fact, we've used it as a Mad Max theme for a couple of rallies. We've used it as a zombie bride and groom theme covered in blood with an arm hanging out the boot, and that, which raised quite a few eyebrows when we went to certain places. And
we get videoed a lot, don't we? So you'll see cars, they'll race ahead of you and then slow down. But what they're doing is waiting for you then to overtake them. So videoing us all the time. I mean, it must be, well, it's sat on the drive over the last couple of months. My car's been into the garage. The guy that brought the hire car, can I take a picture, please? The guy that brought my car back, can I take a picture, please?
Suppose you could say it a roundabout way, it's eye-catching for all the wrong reasons.
It is. I mean, you could say it's been ruined from what it was.
Because it was a pre-production. Was it a TWR car?
It was supplied by TWR of Coventry. It's got some pre-production parts on it. We've been one of the first XJRs registered in 1994. One of my friends, Martin Joyce, was a designer for the supercharged Jaguar starting on the XJ40s originally. So there is a certain value in the car that it will never be sold. Yeah, it's an interesting car. We'll never sell it. It makes people smile. You will get a negative comment, but to be honest, that's really part and parcel of anything. Whatever vehicle you drive, somebody will dislike it for their own reasons, and really that's.
I mean, there's a Mad Max style supercharger intake on the bonnet, which actually doesn't feed a supercharger, but it just looks good.
It does. It's just that we put it on for an event, and everybody said, "Well, why don't you leave it on?" We have had one or two official people saying it shouldn't be there because it's obscuring your view.
Yeah.
But nobody's ever told us to take it off, so it's staying put.
It's covered in rusty paint. It's got bottle openers for door handles, Spitfire beer bottle openers for door handles. It's got side exit exhausts at the back. And it's got an S-type R interior. I mean, it's definitely different, isn't it?
Oh, it definitely is. I mean, right down to the hand grenade for the gear change and that. It's different.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some parts in the cars have been donated to us by other rally users. So there's badges from rallies that we've got on it. We've got some badge numbers from cars that have done the events, usually other Jags, and they'll donate us the number off and they'll stick it on the car.
Yeah.
It's a talking point. Every part of the car has a little bit of a story behind it.
Yeah.
It's functional. Everything that's on it's functional. It's just fun.
Yeah.
Just fun.
You just love it.
Yeah. If we go to a car show, people come and have a look at our car, not because it's the best, it's just because it's different and everybody wants to talk to you about it. And as you probably realise I don't mind talking a little bit. So,
Well, I mean, you took it to one event, it was a supercharged Jaguar day, and they told you to park it round the back, didn't they?
yeah, that was one of the first events we went to down at the Heritage Workshops, and they couldn't believe that I'd been invited.
Yeah.
Because we did actually let them know that we were part of the display.
Yeah.
And strangely, an elderly gentleman with a lovely shiny Jaguar came to me and said, "Look at the state of your car." And I did explain to her, I said, well, yours is nice and shiny with rust and filler underneath the skin.
Yeah.
Mine's actually a solid car with painted on rust. He wasn't very happy about that the point was made.
I mean, now, besides, how did Jaguar owners tend to react? Because, I mean, Jaguar owners in the main do tend to keep them shiny and reasonably looking standard.
Yes, they do.
You brush it.
I do wash it. I polish the stainless steel wheel rims on it. I polish the supercharger. I clean inside. Some of the patina, which is a bit green around the edges, some of it is due to not being as clean as what it could be done. But that's the fun.
The Jaguar owners, if I've stopped going to shows, because she'll sit by the car with a book.
Yeah.
Because you've just come to enjoy the sunshine, and people never stop asking questions.
Yeah.
People there all the time. And I just think, no, so I've stopped going. Leave him with it now.
The sounds of interest, how many miles has he done?
It's coming up for 160,000 miles.
Right.
We've covered, let's have a think, about 35,000 miles in that.
Yeah.
Predominantly, the mileage has been done on charity car rallies around mainland Europe, either for Screwball Rally, which we've done a few times with Rat Cats,
Yeah.
as the car's called. We've also been to Benidorm with British Bandies, which we actually helped to organise that rally as well. Yeah, it gets about a bit. Occasionally I'll use it for work, and people come over and take photographs, and it'll appear on social media, and it'll either be sort of like, what the hell have they done with this?
Yeah.
Or it's not properly supercharged, because it's got the W blower on the bonnet, but it has a proper supercharge underneath.
Yeah.
So, but if it, as you say, it makes people smile, it makes me happy. So
We, when we were on one of the rallies, I don't know where, we were in France somewhere, and this lady like drove up next to us, and she wound her window down, and she said, "I've seen it on Facebook." And she was absolutely over the moon that she'd seen it in real life.
I mean, you did one event where you were dressed up as zombies, dead people, weren't you?
Yeah, zombie bride and groom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The blood on the bonnet fairly or the fake blood on the bonnet fairly attracted attention.
Yeah.
it did, and also the help signs on the side that were painted in blood as well, and it had an arm hanging out of the boot as well.
Yeah.
And it didn't say just married, it said just murdered.
Yeah. So, I mean, Sandra, were you into this, or is it something you've had to get into?
I enjoy organising it. I enjoy, like, Dave will prep the car. I do everything else, all the costumes and everything, and I love it. It was that first one where I liked it on Facebook. It was just to go back to and see it, but I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
And getting all the costumes ready and all the different things, but we just get more elaborate as the years go on.
Yeah.
Because we've already got a lot of the costumes, so we'll add to them, and
Yeah.
it's just deciding each theme next year's.
I mean, these events, I mean, how do you find out about them? I know you've been doing it for a while now, but there seems to be quite a few of this type of event. Take what, not being funny, what is apparently a cheaper car and drive a long distance in them.
Yeah, if you go on social media, on Facebook, you'll find lots of different rallies, whether they're like cannonball, gumball rallies, which are more elitist.
Yeah.
The ones we do usually have an idea that you'll pay between £500 and maybe £1,000 for a car to enter.
Yeah.
Then you can spend as much as you want on the car to make it into whatever theme you want.
Yeah.
One of the rallies we did, a gentleman used a bus which looked the same as the one out the Italian job.
Oh, yeah.
So that was way OTT, but it wasn't really. It was fun. it was fun. So Sandra enjoys the theme of the cars. I compromise sometimes. I mean, the fact that we were duetting as Danny and Sandy, else in the Audi this time, broadcasting that was as much a surprise to me as anybody else. But there you go.
Karaoke.
So yeah.
And it raised an extra £100 for charity because people were seeing it on Facebook.
Yeah.
And the amount of people that said I was having a down day today, and I watched this and I've just been giggling all afternoon. So it's just entry. If you're going to do it, you've got to enter into the spirit of it.
Yeah.
And when you said, how do you find out about them? I mean, literally, as we finished the one in May, we've rebooked the same one for next May. We've done it already. The hotels are booked.
Right.
That's us commitment. That's what we want to do.
And that's the British Bangers rally to Benidorm, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, the Audi that you use is still there. It gave up the ghost, didn't it? As you described it, it's probably tin cans by now.
It has been broken down into parts. Sadly, the head gasket went on it the night before we left to go down to Dover. We temporarily put some rad welding, which I never thought would work. But the car we put so much time and effort into getting the car ready and the theme. We could have not take it, or at least try to get it there.
Yeah.
It used a lot of water. By the time we arrived down in Dover for the first night, it probably used 6 pints of water by then. The following day, we drove from Calais to Luxembourg, and yet again it used a good few pints of water again. But seemed to run very smoothly, which was weird. But we were grateful of it. But at that point, we were committed to the journey.
Yeah.
Quite a few of our friends and entrants are mechanics, so we sort of 99% certain knew it will get there one way or the other.
Yeah.
So we left Luxembourg on the following morning. Next stop was going to be in Switzerland. And we were going to go on a road train at one point, for taking cars on, which is a very rickety thing. Unfortunately, by the time we got on board that, it had steam coming up under the bonnet, and I'm like, it's not going to get there. So by the time we got off the train at the other end, probably 20 minutes later, it was time to get everybody's heads under the bonnet.
Yeah.
We literally took the front grille off it. We wired the fans up so they're going to be running 24/7 on it, and to keep the car cool, bizarrely, you'd have to drive it fast.
Yeah.
So it seemed a weird thing to do. It's like we're going to kill this car, but we're going to kill it with kindness.
Yeah.
We're still waiting for the speeding fines.
That's the interesting thing. You did one event, and your claim to fame is you got the biggest speeding fine, didn't you?
Yeah, that was the first rally we did. Sandra was unhappy about it because we got a €600 speeding fine. That was in a Saab convertible, which we used, dressed as ABBA. And it was done up as a Swedish rally car, number 4884, that read as ABBA. And the drivers and co-drivers' names were all the members of ABBA written down the side of it. And we got loads of photographs taken of us. Strangely, people expect us to sing, and we didn't. And to be honest, it was probably a good call, that.
Yeah. And so, I mean, you paid the speeding fine, no problem, then?
Yeah, we got it reduced down to €300 if you paid it immediately.
Yeah.
That was in Spain. We got the highest fine, as we say. I think we're doing about 98 miles per hour in a 110 or 120 kilometres area.
Yeah.
And they set up speed cameras because they knew our rally was coming in.
Yeah.
Should he have been going that speed? No. Did he enjoy it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you mentioned a Saab convertible. I mean, because the Audi had to be abandoned or laid to rest on the last event, you managed to find another Saab convertible that's still down there. You'll be bringing it back.
Yeah, we're with us doing the Benidorm rally. The rally finishes in Benidorm.
Yeah.
And then usually we use recounts, the rusty Jag, and fetch it back. Now this year we were donated a car. Unfortunately, it failed to materialise for reasons we're still not clear of. So hence we bought the Audi.
Yeah.
But we'd already decided we're going to leave the car in Spain. Maybe park it up at the airport, pick it up in a couple of months' time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with the car being broken, trolley, the live version. It was the best thing to do was to kill it with kindness. So it's been broken down into parts at a legal scrapyard. Some good friends of us, Kerry and Lee Woods, who are main authorisers. Oh, sorry, Larcy. They got married, sorry. Kerry wears them hands, but anyway. They said whatever we sold it, this Audi for, we could purchase the Saab convertible for the same monies, which was very generous of them. So we used the Saab for another week whilst we're down in Benidorm, and then we parked it up at the airport for a few months. We'll fly back out there in September and drive next year's route for the British baggers. We're going to drive it back to front in the Saab. Not decided whether we'll use the Saab next year for the rally, but it will probably be sold on to another entrant for next year at cost price again.
Yeah, there's quite a few people that are interested in buying it, so we've got that option.
So you won't be ratting it. You won't be doing anything to it.
Not as at this moment in time. Or never say never.
Yeah, but it is liveried as Cool Runnings, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all liveried up. They did it as Cool Runnings.
But with the sounds of it, with the Jags and another Saab, apart from the excursion to the Audi, I conclude that they are basically the make of cars you enjoy owning, because there's no shortage of Jags here, and it seems to be the ones that you enjoy doing these events with.
Well, Jaguars, the older ones, the not so much the new ones, they're going to get you there.
Yeah. Same
applies to loft cars, I suppose. The newer ones seem to have more gremlins, and ultimately can't beat an XJ6. They're cool cars.
Yeah.
They've got quite a wide appeal now for people to customise them, maybe wrap them. You will see a few of them about. And they're appealing more to a younger element now because they're realising pound for pound they're an absolute bargain. I couldn't afford to buy a brand new Jaguar. I can afford to run older ones, just about.
Yeah.
They're just miles per gallon. That when we buy them, there's no depreciation left on them.
Yeah.
So
they've lost everything they're going to lose.
They've lost everything they're going to use. So you can drive a 5-litre V8 supercharged Jaguar. Drive for 12 months. Yeah, it'll cost you money for fuel. You won't depreciate. So what you would lose in depreciation on a car like that if it was new would be probably £500 a week. So if you put £100 worth of fuel in it a week, you're still on the right side.
You're still on the right side.
On the right side and driving a cracking motor.
I mean, the problem is, we were saying before we went on air, Jaguar have very successfully killed themselves. I'm pleased to say there is still a following for what you would call real Jaguars. I mean, the enthusiasm's there for them, apart from the fact the parent company seems to have no enthusiasm for them.
Well, strangely, Jaguar enthusiasts, not many of them would actually buy them new, the depreciation, but everybody of a certain age has always aspired to own a Jag.
I mean, just thinking back, I've had 3 of them. I've had a Series 1 XJ6 4.2 that I did thousands of miles in, a V12 XJS and a 4-litre XJS straight. And I actually found the 4-litre the better car. But I mean, they were beautifully produced. Okay, they had their problems, and rust tended to be one of them. But if they were in good nick and you looked after them, I mean, they just never gave up. Or they don't give up, do they?
No, they don't. I mean, the newer ones, the electronics will probably kill them. And they'll be financially unviable to keep on the road unless you can do the work yourself.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's more specialised now. So your car does have to go into the garage to be diagnosed and repaired. And it's, you can't do the spannering yourself.
Yeah.
The cars I have, you can do that to some degree, although I'm not a mechanic.
Yeah.
I usually know what's broken on them through previous experiences, and so I can diagnose them quite easily.
Yeah.
But on the whole, I found them to be very reliable cars anyway.
Hidden away in the heart of the Ribble Valley, Specialised Automotive Services offer unrivalled levels of talent for all types of vehicles. All makes and models, old and new, are cared for with the exact same levels of detail. From accident repairs, paintwork,
or even full bespoke bare metal resprays. Mechanical rebuilds to full replacement or modifications of defunct electrical systems. Specialised Automotive Services offer traditional engineering and mechanical skills along with the company's constantly updated digital systems and diagnostics. Each SAS technician embodies the SAS ethos of ensuring everything is in order and exactly as it should be. To arrange a guided tour of the workshops and the new vehicle finishing and detailing bay, call Dean on 01282 776 081 or visit sas-autos.co.uk.
Yeah. I mean, these events you do, I mean, is there a mechanic on the event to like give support to the entrance, or is it all do it yourself?
It's camaraderie. There's no official mechanic. There are a few home mechanics that will go on the rallies, the people that own garages, but the support network is the other entrance.
Yeah.
And you'll always get that. Even if the car died and wasn't going to go any further,
Yeah.
the entrance will literally jump in another car and be taken to a place where they could hire another car.
Yeah.
Best case scenario. Very rarely a car doesn't make it there. But that's the good thing. Nobody gets left behind.
Yeah, they don't leave anybody behind. I mean, when we had the issue coming off the road train, Lee sorted the Audi out for us.
Yeah.
And then Kerry and Lee insisted the day after we should have been going up some really steep hills.
Yeah.
And we said no, it's not gonna do it. So they followed us on the lower route. You just never. There's always somebody that will help you. You never leave anybody behind.
Right. And on these runs, are there designated stopping points? I know you say you stop, apart from the camping one, which you were very happy with, Sandra. I mean, I get the feeling now it's all little hotels that you stop at. So when you get there, do people know you're arriving? Do the locals turn out to see you?
Not really. Once one of us starts going in, then people start turning, and then they will stop because they can see a few going in together.
Yeah.
So we all tend to stay in the same hotel or around that area, and then we'll all meet up at night. But literally, once we're in a place, the cars park up, and then we all get together and have a meal and a drink. So you all get to know each other and everything that way.
Right.
The police quite often will show up and show a bit of interest, but never had any negative experiences with the police. Usually they're there as happy to see us, really, because we are well-behaved people. We might be a little bit lively. We have been known to take over bars and have karaoke and sing and dance our hearts out all night long.
Yeah.
Even had one of our friends, Ivan, he had his head shaved for charity in one of the bars. Was that Luxembourg, was it?
Yeah.
And they didn't quite know what to make of us. It was a very quiet night for them until we
arrived.
And then it was like, wow.
There was only one person in the bar, so a couple of us walked in and said, "Can we bring friends?"
Yeah.
Oh yes. So, and you should have seen his face because his mouth just kept being open because all these people kept coming in. So somebody got a translator app and went taking orders of everybody's drinks and went to the bar, so he didn't have to move. He was just because he was like, "There's just me."
I mean, the one thing I've found is in Europe, especially in France, if there's a big event going on, and you say they use this, the village will know you're turning up, and the whole thing, the mayor tends to turn out, but their mayors aren't like our mayors. They got a sash on and that's it. Do you ever get any of that where you go to certain places because they know you're going to be there?
No, because we don't really promote that we're going to be there. The hotel knows that they're getting extra.
Yeah.
And as I say, it's only...
Do you foreknow them what type of extra they're getting?
No. We all book separately, but the hotel knows that there's lots of people coming that day.
Yeah, lots of cars.
Yeah. And everybody's inquiring about car parking, obviously. So they know that. But we don't really... Yeah, I mean, the only place you'll get a big turnout is Benidorm.
Right.
When we get to Benidorm, they know that we're coming there because we finish at one of the bars.
Yeah.
And the bar advertises it and the bar publicises it. So they know then that we are going. But that's the only place, really.
Because you get a lot of English in Benidorm, don't you?
You do.
Yeah. I mean, not being funny, not for any particular reason. I've never been. But I always get the feeling it's a bit like It's a bit like England's in sunshine type of thing.
Yeah. It's a bit like Blackpool in sunshine. To be that's it. I mean, but this time we didn't. We flew home, so we had a good 5 days, and we had a fantastic time. But you've got to be prepared to party.
And that we do.
Yeah. I mean, who comes up with the theme ideas, like to do ABBA or Recently Murdered or whatever? Who comes up with the ideas?
We do it together. Or I'll go on Amazon to look for ideas, and then let's do this. But each car, they do their own theme.
Right.
So everybody does their own theme, and then there's a prize for the best fancy dress at the end.
Yeah.
So you're literally 5 days in fancy dress.
What's been the most outrageous, not just for yourselves, but in general, what's been the most outrageous?
Well, one we haven't talked about was we actually did it dressed as King Charles and Queen Camilla.
Oh, yeah.
Because we worked it out that we would arrive in Benidorm on the day of the coronation.
Right.
So Rat Cat was covered in Union Jacks. We had a couple of like pig mascots, didn't we, which were Charles and Camilla.
And we had Charles and Camilla on the sauce guys.
Now, strangely, while driving through France, nobody wanted to park next to us because we know the French are not always, how can I put it, as welcoming as what they could be. And our friends were convinced that our car would be set on fire.
Yeah.
So, seeing how we're a friendly group, we actually put Union Jacks all over their cars as well. So nobody was excluded.
Yeah.
When we actually arrived in Benidorm, we were escorted in, and we stopped in Benidorm.
Was that to keep them away from you and you away from them?
I'm not quite so sure. They wanted to keep us under control.
Yeah.
So the police there was about 70 cars on that one, so the police wanted to control it.
Yeah.
So we had to park at a certain place, and then they escorted us in. But then when we got to Benidorm, and all you want at that point is a drink, because you've done the rally, you've finished, you parked up, and the press were there, and it was like, can we have a picture? And then we'd be sat down in a bar, and people say, can we have a picture? Because we had crowns, and we had big ears, and we had the full capes, we had everything. We were dressed, and he ran the story that they were all watching the coronation on the TV, and he just said, that's not live, you know.
Yeah.
He said we pre-recorded it so we could go to Benidorm for the weekend. But I got to the stage where I was up and down from my chair, and in the end I just said, if you want a picture, you take it while I'm sat down. I'm not getting up again. So we did appear in 2 or 3 Spanish newspapers.
Yeah.
And because my dad and stepmom live over there, they sent us
Yeah.
the stories.
Clippy.
Yeah.
Do you tend to find it's the Spanish that join in more than any of the other
Yeah,
countries?
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the French probably tolerate us at best.
No, to be fair, we've been to France. We've been through France on our own.
Yeah.
And they're really friendly. I think sometimes they feel intimidated by 30 cars all coming into a town at the same time.
Yeah.
But they're friendly on the whole, and we're going to find out next year, because we're driving all the way through France, whereas we've normally avoided it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you ever go away into Europe in a normal car? One that, like your XKR convertible outside that's had nothing done to it. It just looks like it did the day in the showroom.
No.
Look.
Where's the fun in that?
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, over the last 30 years, we've driven to Spain quite a bit, where Sandra's dad and stepmom live. So we've sensible cars. I've never really had any sensible cars. We took a Ford Explorer 4-litre V6 petrol when it was new.
Yeah.
We went to Spain about a couple of times in that, and boy, did that cost us something a few. That was horrendous. We had to offset it
No.
by fetching bottles of wine back for Sandra, really, because we were to make it worthwhile.
To make it worthwhile.
So,
what you're saying, have you driven them around the Nordschleife? You've done all sorts with these cars, haven't you?
we actually went to Nürburgring to stay over for one night on the British Bangers Rally. Unfortunately, it had been booked out for a corporate event, so Rat Cat had been prepared. We'd had all the brakes, suspension checked over, as you should do anyway. And sadly, it was closed when we got there.
Yeah.
We have been to Monaco in it, and we have driven part of the track round there, but we couldn't get past the concrete mixer in front of us, unfortunately, on one of the straights, but we did try, in fairness.
Yeah. Is there anything you still want to do?
Well, let's think. We're going to call in at Le Mans again next year.
Yeah.
Don't know, really.
So I know there is a bit of a similar thing, and it's called the 24-hour Lemons.
All right.
That's like Le Mans based, but it isn't Le Mans based, if you get what I mean.
Right, yeah.
But, I mean, is there anywhere you want to go with these cars? Are these rallies expanding their horizons as such?
Well, the British Bangers one originally just went to Benidorm. We are looking to go to different routes on that. That a lot of us that are friends will do rallies around Northern Ireland, because we've got lots of friends in Northern Ireland that do the Spanish rallies with us. We've done the North Coast 500. There's lots of people from different rallies that you meet. You have a good group of friends.
Yeah.
So quite diverse, really. I mean, we've even thought about doing Route 66.
Yeah.
And that'd be a dream to do that, and take Ratcat out there. Whether that happens, I don't know.
They've been in search win for that one.
So the expense will be getting the car out there and everything else, yeah.
Yeah. So other than that is fly out there and banish something.
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of, like, cars of the same ilk available in America, isn't there?
There is. So it would be literally flying by the seat of your pants, which is what we're not unknown for, really. I mean, the Audi, we literally bought that off eBay, did nothing to it other than change the physical appearance and jumped in it, and hey-ho, it made it there.
Yeah.
Best not to be reckless with what you're doing. We do encourage people to make sure the cars are fit for purpose.
Yeah.
But some of the cars, wow, you wonder how they get down to Dover in the first place. Never mind anywhere else in Europe. I say we've done Stelvio Pass.
Yeah.
That was a great drive on the Screwball Rally. Good fun. It's good fun. It's definitely something I would encourage anybody to do. Is on their tick list, really.
Get it on your bucket list. I'd never have thought I'd get to my age and be doing things like this. And the people I work with, they're like, "You're mad." They follow me on Facebook and they're like, "You're mad. Look how you dress."
Yeah.
But they think it's fantastic. And a lot of people sit on the sideline and then they'll say to you, "Wish I could do that." Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it.
If somebody wants to follow you, where can they follow you? Do you have a social media page?
British Bangers on Facebook.
Yeah.
Ratcat has its own page.
Yeah.
Adventures
Adventures with Ratcat, because we do events over in the UK as well.
Yeah, so that has its own page. So yeah, British Bangers is probably the one where you follow us, yeah. And a lot of the stuff does go on Ratcat's page as well.
David and Sandra Williams, it's been a pleasure chatting with you. Thanks very much for joining me on the Backseat Driver.
No, thanks.
Not like you for having us.
Rarely beaten on price, never beaten on service. Whether it's cars, bikes or commercials, Hoddy Tyres are the best in the business. And when it comes to tyre expertise and advice to supplying the correct tyres for your vehicle's specific requirements, nobody comes close to David Lakin and the Hoddy Tyres team. So give them a call on 01200 613 192 or visit the website at hoddytyres.co.uk.